Hello everyone and welcome back to Sketch by Sketch. Today is going to be a really fun video, and what I'm doing today is I'm going to be vlogging in Hobby Lobby, my local art store. I'm not sure if that is around like all over the United States, but I know that I have them here in Ohio. But it's my local art store, and I'm going to be vlogging and taking you guys around the store at all the things that I've found. I'm the type of person who doesn't like to spend a lot of money at one time, so I talked about a lot of things that I didn't actually buy, but it was just fun to shop around the store. I only got a few items, but I'm going to take you along with me, and then at the end we're going to use some supplies to just create something at the end. So let's go ahead and I'll show you the footage I got from the store, and then we'll get right into the rest. I'm excited for this video, and make sure you give it a like and subscribe before we watch the rest of it. Alright, I'm being kind of quiet because I'm not sure if I'm allowed to film in here, but I'm in Hobby Lobby now. This is my local art store, and I'm kind of around the art area. This is all the sketchbooks, so I'm just gonna dig around and show you guys the things that I find and see what I want to buy today. This is not a very fun purchase, but I just need a new kneaded eraser, so we're gonna grab that too. There are a lot of canvases on sale right now, so I'm thinking about picking one up for a video and doing some painting. And I know I said I didn't need any more paint, but I am gonna go check that out because I really want to buy some. I'd love to get some of this tie-dye stuff or some paint pouring supplies, but I know my mom would probably kill me if I was doing that in my art studio, so we'll probably save that for another time. So much paint in here. This is awesome. I don't think I need any today though, so I might not pick any up, but this is literally insane. Right, so they have a lot of stuff that you can like customize, so I thought it'd be really fun to get something kind of like this bag and maybe paint on it. I'm gonna probably grab something like this and see what I can do with it when we get it home. I want this even though it's not art related. Alright, I got the stuff home, didn't buy that much, but let's look at it. I got this kneaded eraser like you saw me buy, just needed another one. So that's the first item, and then I bought these wooden little kind of boards. I don't know, you can paint on them, make little name tags or displays, whatever you want with them. They just looked fun. And then I also got some canvases. This is a 2-pack of 8x10 canvases. I just thought that this would be fun to do a video, so that's what I bought. Alright, let's create something. So I'm going to get out one of those wooden palettes like I just showed you, and I painted it white already, and now I'm getting some paint out. I'm just using plain acrylic. I inspired the colors by my nails, as you can see, and I'm just going to get painting. I never really do anything like this, so I used some references on Pinterest, and I'm kind of just winging it here. But I've got some brushes that I've had for quite a while now, and I'm going to just go right in and see what I can do. My goal is to create kind of like a name tag for my locker at school. I just have like a paper one on there right now, and I just thought these would be super cute to kind of paint on and create something really cute, and then stick it to my locker for school. So I just wanted to kind of try something new out and have fun with this. I kind of wanted it to be like a sunset with some clouds, very pinky and pastel-y colors. So we're just going to see what we can do. In the beginning it kind of looks like a mess, but trust the process, and if you want to follow along with the steps that I'm doing, go right ahead. I'm definitely learning as I go, but in the end it turns out pretty cute. So if you want to go ahead and follow along, that's totally okay. Right, I did go ahead and speed this up. It was quite a long process just because I was kind of experimenting, but hopefully it's not sped up too much. You can still see what I'm doing. So I'm just kind of selecting my colors in the order that I saw on Pinterest. I watched a little short video on how to create kind of like a sunset, so I'm kind of just using the colors that they said, adding some purple, pink, orange, and I'm going to add some blue here in a minute. I'm just kind of all together just to create kind of like a sky look here. So nothing particular, just kind of throwing in some color and seeing what it looks like. A quick tip, if the colors didn't seem to be blending Here I was grabbing some water in a little spray bottle and some white paint and just kind of blending it all together, and as you can see, it kind of wet the page a little bit more and made those colors less streaky, so I could kind of just blend it seamlessly, and it looked a little bit more pastel-y like I wanted it to. So if you're having trouble blending something, especially on like a wooden surface like this, either add some white paint or a little bit of water to your acrylics over top. So here, I pretty much just played around with the colors until I got what I wanted. So if you're following along, just mess around with this and have fun. There's no rhyme or reason to it, and you can always just kind of keep blending and stuff. So if you mess up, don't give up on it. Right here is where it kind of looked like a mess, but I just kept blending and adding different colors until I got what I wanted, and it turns out really cute in the end. So just keep working with it and don't give up on it. Before I filmed this video, I actually did a previous wooden panel like this, and I did not prime it with any paint. I just started painting on the wood, and I do not recommend that. I would put a white layer down, or at least like some Mod Podge or something, so you're not painting directly on the wood grain. If you're going for that look, then of course you can do that, but I just found it difficult to work with, and the paint just was getting really dry and not really blending well. So I recommend putting a base coat down before you paint directly on the wood. Also, remember to leave me a comment down below letting you know what video ideas you want to see next. I have some ideas. I know a lot of times I say some things that I've been planning on and they don't always turn out like I was doing my Marvel tutorials. Those are just going to happen kind of randomly. It is a series, but it's going to take a while for me to finish them. I filmed a few of them recently and they just haven't turned out as well as I'd like them to. So be looking for some new Marvel tutorials to come out in the future, but it's not going to be in any specific order or really on any time frame. So those are just going to kind of be random and coming whenever I can do them. I did start back school, so I've been kind of busy lately, but again, I'd like to hear your requests, and hopefully I can do some of those soon. So make sure to leave me a comment. Alright, if you're wondering what I'm doing now, I'm using some pink and purple to create some clouds in our sky. And after I lay down the shadows with the pink and purple, I'm going to go in with some white and create the actual clouds. This was definitely experimental for me. I've never done anything like this, so I kind of just started throwing paint on there until they resembled clouds a little bit. I also was watching a video on Pinterest for this, but it really wasn't that helpful, so I kind of had to wing it a little bit. If your page starts getting too wet with paint, then you just need to let it sit and dry for a little bit and then come back to it, because it definitely can get a little bit too much paint on it. So sometimes you'll need to just stop and let it dry before you can move on. So just kind of pay attention. If it seems like nothing's really setting on top of the page anymore, then you should probably leave it alone for a bit. Alright, now that I'm happy with the way that the actual painting turned out, I'm going to let it completely dry. And like I said, I want to make a name tag for my locker out of this. So I'm taking some white paint over top of what I've already painted, and I'm going to write my name. Keep in mind that you really want to wait for this paint to dry before you start writing on top of it. Sometimes it can appear dry on the surface, but the underneath paint isn't fully dry. So I left this for 2 days without painting on it anymore. So just make sure it's completely dry. You can probably just wait 1 day and it will be fine, but I definitely recommend overnight at least. And depending on what background you did, you might have to add a few layers of paint for your lettering. I had to add at least 3 for mine, and you can of course sketch this out with a pencil first if you're too scared to just go right in with the paint, because I definitely did not want to ruin this, so I went in with a colored pencil and sketched it in first, because I definitely was a little nervous to start painting directly on top of my background. Alright, then after I put in the white, I just thought it needed just a little bit more of something, so I went in with some pink and a smaller paintbrush and just kind of wrote my name in a little bit smaller there, so you could see it just a little bit better, and it just kind of ties in all the colors. So I thought this was a really cute touch and just kind of added something a little bit extra to it, but again, make sure that that white paint is completely dry before you paint any more on top of it. Alright, I'm finishing it up here. This was a really fun video, and I hope you enjoyed the shopping in the store part of this. I've never done that before, so that was something new. Let me know what you thought of it down below in the comments, but I had a lot of fun filming this video. Definitely something new to try out. Here's the finished name tag that I made. I really love it, and I hope you do too. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!